It's Resonate the Sound. We are on the air. Woo! Hope you enjoyed the great 2023. The 2024 is going to be historic. Welcome to Resonate the Sound. Welcome all around the world on YouTube and welcome to this station. I'm Cornbread Chris Heineken, bringing in that new year. Bring that new flavor in your ear. In fact, if you watch this on this YouTube simulcast, like the video, subscribe to the channel, then ring that bell, ding, 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 that way you ain't missing the thing that said 2024. Woo! Hercules! Yeah, I know I got my native professor on, but it's all good. I'm excited. And you know what? New year, new great things. Oh yeah! Seeing this little shirt right here that I'm wearing? Oh yeah. Get to that. Yeah. This is one of Resonate's brand new shirts coming this year, y'all. Guess what's on the back of this bad boy? Woo, woo, woo! Yeah! Every sickness, every negative thing, nailed to the cross, and God's already taken care of it. And because He's taking care of it, that means you're dead to that. And alive to new stuff. Woo! Including tonight. Wow, what better way to kick off 2024 than to kick it off big. In fact, our senior lead pastor Brian Allen is standing by. He wants to kick this bad boy off in a big way. And what better way to do it? Then guess what? By following the means of venturing into the unknown. Welcome to 2024. It's unknown. Happy New Year, Pastor. Oh yeah, we ready to kick this bad boy off in a big way. It's all yours. Go get him. Let's go resonate.
Building's changed in the last 2 weeks. And we're going to start moving where God wants us. Amen?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about following God. It means venturing or going to places that are unknown.
Yeah.
Unknown. I don't know about you. How many of you like going somewhere that you ain't never been?
Right.
But you got little notices, right?
Yeah.
And we get excited when we get there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Carmen went to Chattanooga the other day and didn't really know what to look forward to, was excited, come on, and everything was pretty. But man, when we got to the mountains, all of a sudden there was big cliffs. And all the leaves were changed.
Come on.
And everything was beautiful. We thought, man, this is just beautiful. It's great. We've never been there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes we like going places that we've never been because we like to experience it. And in the physical, we get excited about something we've never seen.
Right.
But in the spiritual, we don't like the unknown. In the spiritual, we're not comfortable where God's trying to take us. We're not comfortable if we don't know how it's going to act, if it's not the same program setting, if it ain't the same amount of songs, if it ain't the same people on stage, if it ain't this, if it ain't that. When it comes spiritually, we're like, I don't know if I want to do this or not, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I want to teach this morning and let you realize what's really going on here. You ready? Is God's trying to get us to the unknown.
Yeah.
He's trying to get you to a spot that you're not even aware of. He's trying to get you to a new land, a new style, or a new stage, or a new journey.
Yeah.
And the problem is, we're not aware of where we're going. We don't like it.
Right.
Ooh.
We liked it when everything was the way it used to be. But the
Episode.
problem with that is with God, if you stay in the same spiritual state too long, you'll get so comfortable you won't even know that you're backsliding.
Right.
You don't even know that you're not moving forward no more. See, because some reason we think as Christians that once we get to a certain plateau that we have arrived.
Yeah.
And with God, you never just arrive. No. He's always moving you to a new place. So I want to talk about Abraham for a second. Or Abram at the beginning of this. I want you to realize that this man of God is just awesome. It's between him and David. They say, when you study this out, who's closer? But I want you to get this. That Abraham, or Abram at this moment, is fixing to have to do something he don't want to do. But we're not talking about sacrificing Isaac. We're talking about he's fixing to have to go somewhere that's unknown.
That's good.
And by the way you're responding, All of you are fixing to go somewhere that's unknown.
Yeah.
We're uncomfortable. Now, be honest with me. Some of us are a little bit uncomfortable in our spirit. We're uncomfortable with our being. We're not really sure what God's doing. Some of us has even written it off. Some of us don't think there's a move. Some of us think it's finished. Some of us think that we don't know and don't understand. And it scared us because it's not what we're used to.
Yeah.
But God says, I'm fixing to shake you up. Come on. So we read in Genesis 12, verses 1 through 4. It says this. Now the Lord has said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, and to the land that I show thee. Second verse says, I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. It would say a blessing. Now underline that because we're going to go back to it in a minute. Then also it says in third, it says, and I will bless them that what? Bless thee. I will curse them that curses thee.
Yeah.
And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
Yes.
So Abraham departed. Everyone say departed.
Departed.
At some point, Abraham didn't even pause. He didn't even second guess it. He just left.
Yeah.
And as he departed, the Lord spoke to him. And spoken to him, and Lot went with him. Now, this is where everything gets different. But I want you to get this. Abraham was 75 years old when he departed.
That's
so
good.
75.
75.
All right. Now the reason I'm doing that, I'm going to teach more than I'm going to preach. Hopefully this morning to get you where we need to be. Is you need to understand what's going on. Abraham's 75. He's set these ways.
Yeah.
He's at this moment where it's the way he wants it to be. He has the children. He has the come on. Yeah. He has everything the way he likes it.
Right.
Now all of a sudden God begins to talk to him. God begins to move on him. And the Lord told him, hey, you're going to get out of this country. No, let me change this a little bit. In other words, you got to get out of your comfortability.
Yeah.
Just because you've been here 75 years and everything looks good to you, don't mean that's where I want you.
Right.
Don't mean that's where you need to be.
Right.
And we got to realize that. So what he's saying is, he's like, hey, I don't care how much tradition you have.
Come on.
How much family you have.
Yeah.
I don't care how much land I gave you. How much animals and what you raise and all that don't matter. Abraham, I need you to get away, and I need you to get out of your country.
Come on.
I need you to get away from your kindred. In other words, I need you to get away from people you know.
Yeah.
I need you to get out of your father's house. In other words, I need you to get away from your family.
Yeah.
And I need you to have a true relationship with me.
Yeah.
I don't need you to stay where you've been 75 years and you've just been coasting. I need you now to have a moment with me. I need you to find me.
Right.
And that's powerful. And to me, this is where we are right now. God's trying to take us out of a comfortable state and take us to something that's brand new.
Yeah.
He's trying to get us to move where we've been for years and the comfortability that we have because he has greatness on the other side.
Right.
Can I teach?
Teach on.
I'm going to just break it down because it's a weird atmosphere. We're just going to go with it, okay? Check this out. You notice here, he says this, that when you go, I'm going to bless you. Hello?
That's good.
I'm not only going to bless you, but I'm going to make you a great nation. And I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
Come on now.
Now I want you to get this. What he's saying is, Abraham, where you are is good. Ain't nothing wrong, but you're not a blessing. You're not blessing nobody else. You're not where I need you to be the big blessing that I designed you to be.
Right.
I can't keep you here or you won't be the father of all nations.
Right.
Okay? So what God's telling us is, he said, I can't keep you where you are because you're not reaching the potential that I have in you.
Come on.
You're not being the blessing that I designed you to be. You've gotten comfortable and you're sitting, moaning and groaning and you ain't doing nothing to propel it to go to the next level, and you're not being the blessing that I need you to be.
That's good. Come on.
Now, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Now, I said that's powerful.
Yes.
And if you look at yourself today, that's where you are. You have not been the blessing that God needs you to be. You say, Pastor, I try to bless everybody. Yes, I understand what you think you're good, but do you seek God all the time? that you understand why you're in the place that you're in.
Come on.
And that let's do it this way, the workplace that you're in, you're not there just to get a paycheck. There's people there that you're supposed to be blessing. There's people there that needs to see you live for God so they know that God still reigns. There's people there that don't realize that you're fixing to change everything. You're fixing to give them blessings and good. Oh! Yes. And that's what he's trying to do. And if Abraham, he said, hey, you've been here 75 years, great, but you're not what I need you to be. Now, I want you to get this. Let me teach this clear. If he's talking to Abraham, it means they're close.
Yes.
Right.
So we're not talking about a backslider.
That's good. Come on.
We're not talking about someone that's new in the church.
Yeah.
We're talking about saints that sit in the church.
Yeah.
We're talking about people that sit down in a seat that's here every Sunday and is tickled to death about being here. And God said, you know what? I'm glad that you're here, but I need you to get to this next level so you can become a blessing.
Right. Come on.
I need you to get to the next level so I can start seeing in the ones that need a healing. So I can start seeing in the ones that are heartbroken.
Yeah.
So I can start seeing in the ones that need salvation. I need you to get where I need you to be before I can blow this thing up and allow you to be the blessing I designed you to be. God saying, I didn't just leave you there for no reason. I'm leaving you here because there's greatness inside of you. There's a blessing inside of you.
Yeah.
There's stuff that I poured in you that don't belong to you, but it's meant for other people.
Right. Yeah.
That's good.
But you're going to have to be willing to go.
Gotta be willing to go. Come on.
Now think about that for a minute with Abraham. Everything's good. Has everything he needs. And God says, go. So what I'm saying is, there's moments in your Christian walk that you set too long at one level.
Good point.
And God can't use you the way that he designed you to be used.
Right.
Hello. You have visions and dreams that you want to reach people. You want to win souls. Everyone dreams that their family's going to come in. And nothing's happened. What God's saying is, the reason a lot of that ain't happening is, they're not where I can make you the blessing for them.
Woo!
They're not in the position, or you're not in the land, or you're not where I need you to be.
Yeah.
See, we've been praying over things, and we've been thinking our prayers has been landing on deaf ears, and God said, no, I'm not deaf. You're just not where I need you to be. You're comfortable where you're at. You're satisfied where you struggle in everything that you do, but when it comes to me, you're satisfied where you're at.
Yeah.
Come on.
If we're being honest this morning, that's where we are. When we're more comfortable the way it was,
Right.
more comfortable over here, we're more comfortable with someone else doing some of the main stuff.
Yes.
Come on. I'm not on you, I'm showing you something. But the problem with that is, although God blesses you at this state, he can't bless you the way he wants to bless you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's look at some of this. When you get to 3, I'm going to say verse 3.
Verse 3.
When you get to verse 3, I want you to understand what happens when you move. Are you ready?
Yeah.
When you move, God said, I will bless them that bless you.
You.
I will curse them that
Curse you.
That's not even going to follow. In other words, some of the battles that we were trying to fight and win, we would already have won if we would move forward in the Spirit and go where God wants us to go. Why? Because first we realize we're a blessing for everyone else and we need to stop asking for blessings.
Right.
Oh, come on. I'm not saying, God said he knows what you have need of before you ask. This living for Jesus is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
Because we ask for more and more and more and more, and God's like, I gave you everything, but you ain't passed it to nobody.
Come on.
I gave you knowledge, I blessed you, I gave you a new house, all this stuff like God told me to. I gave you a new apartment, I gave you a job, I gave you income, I've done everything that you asked, and you keep asking for more blessings, more blessings, more blessings. But you forgot that you're in my image. I didn't give it to you to keep. I gave it to you to bless somebody else.
Right on.
Come on. Are you hearing it?
Yeah.
Then he says, you know what? Those that come against you, I'll curse them. I'll handle that. I don't need you to open your mouth.
Right.
I don't need you to pray against them. That's the problem with the church today. When somebody rubs us wrong, we pray, God, line them out. That's not a blessing. When someone persecutes you, you're supposed to say, God, I love them. go bless them.
Ooh, good point.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is, Abraham, we've done all we can at this level.
Right.
It's time that we move to a new level.
Yes.
It's time that we go to a new land. It's time that you let you operate in the new name.
Yeah.
It's time that I give you a different identity. Yeah. And that's what he's wanting. He's trying to teach us that we gotta go. Get to a spot where it ain't about us being blessed. It's about us being able to bless others.
That's right.
And get to a spot that we're not praying against people.
Yeah.
Ooh, help us, Lord.
But we're blessing people.
Yeah.
Two of you think I'm talking about money. I ain't talking about money. Being a blessing means sometimes just letting someone talk to you without having a response. So being a blessing to somebody sometimes is saying hi to someone that no one else acknowledges.
Come on.
Come on, church. You know what? Being a blessing means treating someone the way that you wish you were being treated.
Right.
That's right.
Yep.
That's what he's saying. Hey, Abraham, it's time to go to the unknown. The unknown.
Unknown.
Now, most of you don't understand what this is, and I get it. I've been struggling with it. Hello. Yeah. But this is a special opportunity from God.
That's excellent. Come on.
When it came to Abraham, God says, you know what? You're doing good, but I'm going to give you a special opportunity. Come on. I'm fixing to change everything and give you an opportunity that takes you from Abram that brings you to Abraham. Yeah. I got something special for you. Are you hearing me?
Come on.
So what I'm trying to get at is God's got a special opportunity knocking on your door.
Yes.
But you can't see it because you're not willing to move to answer the door.
Ooh.
Because it might mean you actually have to really pray. It might mean that you actually have to really study.
Yes, sir.
It might mean that you have to be nice. It might mean you got to stop praying against people.
Right.
Come on now.
It might mean that you really got to start showing that love that you act like you have that you don't have.
Right.
Ooh.
Come on.
He says, I'm giving you a special opportunity.
Special opportunity. Come on.
And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
In your life right now with the struggling that you're going through, it ain't that God's forgot you. It ain't that God don't love you. He said, I'm trying to give you a special opportunity.
Yes.
I'm trying to move you forward.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you don't want to go.
Right.
So I'm going to make it difficult so you do go.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on. I'm going to make it where you realize you can't do it without me. I'm going to make it that you realize you're not at the spiritual level you need to be. Hello.
Come on.
I'm going to do what it takes to get you to break out of it. We know later on he had to sacrifice his son, right? And he didn't, but he was always pushing Abraham to do the unknown, to do the things that makes him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's good.
Some of us in this church is way too comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, help us, Lord.
Oh, come on, you're saying, Pastor, it ain't enough of you be doing this. Well, I know, but here we go. You're too comfortable where you are. You want it all to change, but you don't want to be part of the change.
Yeah.
You want it to be more spiritual, but you're not praying over the services for it to be spiritual.
Come on.
You want your family to come in. You pray, Lord, save them, but you're not the light that's blessing them for them to come in. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So where we are, God is putting us in a spot that is unknown to us. Oh, unknown. Unknown means no one's going to recognize you. No one's going to...
Oh, come on now.
Unknown means it's uncharted. We don't know what God's fixing to do, but I know one thing. He said he's going to bless me.
Yes.
So I could be a blessing.
Right.
I ain't scared of the unknown because anything that's in the way, God said, I'll curse it. I'll handle it.
Yeah.
I'll take care of the naysayers. I'll take care of the ones talking behind your back. I'll take care of the ones that don't check in. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. You just need to go to the unknown.
Yeah.
The unknown. Come on.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
That's powerful. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
I got to do this. And this is the thing I got to do. That means when it comes to forgiveness, you're fixing to have to do the unknown and really forgive them.
Woo!
That means you got to forget it.
Yeah.
That means you got to move forward.
Yeah.
Now, what's cool about this, little verses, are you hearing me? Is there's 5 lessons here that we miss. Because we like read the story about great leaders that are doing something that's mind-blowing. Hello.
Yeah.
And we all want to do bigger things, right? But when it comes to the act, we are scared to death of the unknown.
Come on.
Hello? Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, when you're venturing into unknown, it means that you totally got to trust God.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That means there's no asking why, how long, what are you doing, oh, where you at?
Mm-hmm.
It means I'm totally trusting you. I'm not going to do nothing else, God, but just trust you. In other words, with your future, you got to completely just go and let God have control. You don't know no more than I know what's ahead of us. Hello, somebody.
Right.
But the catch is, when you're operating in the unknown, God can do great things.
Great things.
Can I show you one that you're a part of that you don't realize? I already told you, but you didn't shout, so you missed it. You don't ever see what's going on the TV.
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't, all you see is what's happening here. We went from big numbers to no numbers. Come on.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going on. Hello.
Yeah.
Some of you stay because of loyalty. I get it, appreciate it, thank you. But the problem is, you're looking at the physical, where God's taking resonate in the unknown.
Yeah.
Come on now.
When you reached 1 million people last Thursday.
Yeah.
Woo! Did you see it?
Come on
Did
now.
you hear it? But God did the unknown.
No.
And that's what He wants to do with you. He wants you just to relax. Oh, Lord, I can hear this. He wants you to relax. If you're having marital problems, relax. Stop.
Right.
Relax. Bickering ain't going to help it. Arguing ain't going to help it. You're going to have to know one another on a new level. And you're going to have to step out into the unknown. In other words, you're going to have to trust that God's got this fixed and He don't need your help.
Absolutely.
Come on, it ain't always about marriage. Maybe it's just about work. You don't know why you're there. You think everyone's talking behind your back in the bad way. You don't know that, but you assume it. But
Yep.
the problem is, God said, I have you there for the unknown.
Yeah.
For the things you can't see.
Mm.
And you've got to be willing to go. You hear me? Now think about this. Abraham had to trust God, right?
Right.
Can we really talk about this? I won't break it down and get it hurt. He had to trust God that his family was going to be okay without him.
Right.
That's right.
He had to trust God that the herd's going to be okay without him.
Yeah.
He had to trust God that everything that he was used to for 75 years was still going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to trust God to go where he didn't even know where he was going.
Absolutely.
But check out what he did. God told Abraham to go, and what did he do?
You went.
Win. Now, here's the part I left out, and I've done it for a reason. Y'all with me this morning?
Yeah.
I never told him where he was going.
Oh, come on.
He never gave him a heading. This might speak this to me. Maybe not you this morning, but listen. He never gave him a heading. He never told him what country. He never told him what direction.
Yeah.
This is good. Come on.
He just said, go.
Let's go.
Abram at this time had so much faith that he said, okay. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah.
Not what we do. Hey God, I'll go, but where am I going? How long do I got to be there? How much is it going to cost me? What's it going to do to the family?
Yeah.
If I quit, what's it going to do to the programs?
Yeah.
He
went.
left. No directions.
Come on.
Huh? How do you know where you're going without directions?
God's path. Come on.
He just
Went.
Can I give you another source you can understand it? Tyler has this thing that he does that just drives me crazy. It does. This boy's messed up my whole everything. Took my baby, but anyway, it's messed me up. We went on that cruise, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I go on trips, I want to know where we're going. I want to know where I'm staying. I want to know what time I got to be there.
Yeah.
That boy took me on a trip and didn't tell me nothing.
Whoop.
We didn't have a hotel already.
Mm.
I didn't have a timeline. I didn't have a schedule. Are you all hearing me?
Come on.
Right? No one told me this because they knew I wouldn't go. And all right, Carmen. Listen, I'm trying to break it down where you understand. Somebody feel like I'm whooping you this morning. I'm not. Tyler is comfortable with this doing things off the fly. Pastor's not. So we're going down the road. They're in a different car. And I keep asking Carmen, where are we staying? Oh, that's all taken care of. Where are we going? Oh, they don't worry about it. Tyler's got it. And as soon as she said Tyler's got it, I thought, huh. I don't know where I'm going. Where are we staying at? Oh, we're going to stay down there by the place. Okay, I get that we're staying close to the boat. What hotel?
Come on now.
Carmen finally says, we don't know. Hello. Come on. You know what happened to me? I'm panicking. I'm going to preach to me this morning. You guys just sit back. I'm panicking. You want to know why I'm panicking? I don't know where I'm going to lay my head.
Yeah.
Woo, come on now.
It ain't like there ain't 5,000 different hotels down there.
Right.
Well.
Come on. It's Galveston, Texas. There's hotels everywhere.
Right.
But in my mindset, it didn't matter that there was 500 blessings out there for me.
Right.
I needed to know which hotel was mine.
Yeah.
Woo.
I needed to know what street I needed to turn down. I couldn't just be comfortable knowing that there was a place to lay my head, a shower to take. Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
And that's the same way we are with God. God said, I'm trying to take you somewhere that you ain't never been. Where we going? What are we going to do? Where are we staying, God? God's like, I ain't telling you nothing. Because if I tell you, you try to manipulate it. If I tell you, you try to change it. If I tell you, you try to change the agenda and make it about you. God says the reason I don't tell you nothing, I just tell you to go is you can't mess it up.
Woo. Our Lord.
So what I'm saying is, God is trying to get us to move somewhere we ain't never been. Our mind can't comprehend the blessings that God's fixing to pour on us.
Right.
Because if we can't see it, we can't receive it.
Right.
Woo. That's powerful.
But think about Abraham. Go. Okay. Can I give you another point? Go with me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine Abraham telling his family we're leaving?
Yeah.
Wow.
You all have spouses. Don't act like you don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Carmen, we're moving. Actually, I did this to Carmen. Carmen, we're moving to Warren, the pastor of an empty church. No, we're not. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Think about Abraham here. He had to tell Sarah, he had to tell the family, hey, we're moving, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Back up.
We're going.
Yep.
You know she said, where?
Yep. That question. Come on. Mm-hmm.
He didn't give her an answer.
W's. Come on.
What makes you think we needed on it? Can you imagine if God told me to? Well, God didn't talk to me. I can hear a car around. God didn't talk to me. We've had this conversation in the school. God didn't talk to me about that. So,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if we look at the story and we look at how faithful he is to God, he had I want you to get this. He had such an aroma about him, about God, that they were comfortable going.
Right on.
Why were they comfortable going? Because he realized that he's fixing to be blessed, and he's saying, hey, you go with me. I don't know where I'm going. This sounds really, really crazy, but we're fixing to be blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about all the things that are in front of us we don't know about? God says he's already got that took care of too.
Yeah.
We're going. So where are we going? I don't know.
That's good. Come on.
Right? So look at your circumstance where you are right now. Ain't God been telling you to move forward? Ain't God been trying to get you to do a little more? But you ain't moved? You're stuck there? Oh.
Yep.
He didn't know where he didn't know where he was going. So check this out. God told him he'd have a son. We all know this, right? Later we know that he had to sacrifice. Let's talk about that. Think about this. Take Isaac, sacrifice him. He didn't know if he was going to kill him or not, but he was willing to kill him because it was what God told him to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, whoa. That's great faith, right?
It is.
So what's happening is some of us has got stuff that God's trying to get us to sacrifice, and God's trying to get us to move to a new level, but the problem is we're too scared to do the unknown. Right?
Right.
John Calvin summarizes summarizes it this way. He says that when it comes to God, you know that it's a great thing about. He says it this way. He says you got to learn to close your eyes and just take God's hand. You got to learn not to look for where you're going and just trust that you're getting there.
Yes.
Hello. So let's go back to Tyler. All right. So I'm on this trip that I don't want to go in the first place, and I just found out we had nowhere to stay. You know what makes it worse? Y'all ready? He didn't have an idea either. Dude, I was reading this trip before we even got out of the car. I'm like, what do you mean Tyler don't know where we're staying? No, he's not for sure. Tyler was playing God on me. It wasn't cool. Listen. So we drove around this spot that wasn't a place. We went around here. Next thing I know, again, and they're looking for a place to stay. I'm thinking, why didn't we do that in advance? Tyler's just driving around. We pull into this hotel. Do we have rooms here? Oh, we don't know if we have any. Hello.
Come on.
I'm using this because this is you. God, I'm just moving around. I don't know where I'm supposed to stay. I'm going to be here? This it? I don't know if I want to stay here. Because honestly, when I seen the hotel, I was thinking, I don't want to stay here. Didn't I, Carmen? And it got worse. You ready? It gave me a place to leave my head, but the next morning I'm told we're going to leave our vehicles here. And I'm like, so who's picking us up? I don't know yet. Tyler ain't got nobody. I'm using my life because I got to break this symbol or somebody's going to get offended, okay? And that's how God is. God's like, I got you here and you survived, right? Yeah, God, you got me to a hotel to freak me out. I'm here. And then God's like, you know what? You're leaving your new car here. No, I'm not. And God's like, yes, you are. Okay, God. So how are we getting to the boat? I don't know. Tyler's figuring it out. You all getting this? The person that's supposed to pick this up, guess what happened? Showed up 20 minutes late. You're going to say the same story. It will be. Not only 20 minutes late, he gets out and tells us, oh, I can't take you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
What do you mean you can't take us? Now, I'm too loaded. I ain't got time to take you. Then he lied to us. You go across the street, they'll take you. I already talked to him. Now, here I am, being the average Christian, and if that was God telling me to go across the street, I'm going to be like, I'm here. Why would I need to go across the street? Y'all hear me? I'm trying to get down to get, okay?
Come on.
Guess what happened? Went across the street. Now listen, they got me carrying 2 bags, Carmen's bags. I'm walking across the highway.
Come on.
Tyler's got faith. Tyler's got his bag, and he goes. I got mine in Carmen's bag, and I'm doing this. I told my neighbor going on this trip. They all know it's got to be organized. Yep. Don't you do that with God?
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
Right?
Yeah.
He bebops over there, and I'm there. There's a bus. I thought, he pulled this off. And that's what I thought. Tyler pulled it off. Right? I'm all ready to throw my bags in the van. You know what they told us? We don't have room. Well, wait, them people said that you were friends and you were going to take us. I kind of don't even. We're not close. Don't you feel that way with God sometimes?
Woo.
So the next thing's happened. Now we're walking back across the highway. I promise it's a sermon. Just listen. So I'm taking all my luggage.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Back across the highway. Dodging cars like I'm playing soccer. I'm going across. We get up there, I'm like, what are we going to do now? My whole family said the same thing. Tyler's got it. And I'm fixing to take over. I can feel it. And I'm like, I need to take over. I pull Carmen inside. What in the world kind of trip are we on? We going to miss the boat? What are we going to? Hello?
Yeah.
Huh? And Carmen does this. Tyler's got it. I'm like, how can you trust him? We ain't even known him 2 years. you guys love God. Now you're gonna laugh. I'd probably go faster if God tells me to leave, I'll just leave. Then Tyler tells me it's okay for now. But anyway, I didn't like it because I was not in control of it.
Ooh. Wow.
You don't want to move forward, but you know there's better things. But you don't want to move forward because although you're complaining and not happy, you feel like you have control where you're at. And God's saying, you ain't in control. I got better things for you on the other
side.
You just gotta go. So next thing I know, we're calling in some band with some guy that don't even speak English. No, I'm not playing, y'all.
Glory.
He's on his phone. He takes somebody, this band shows up. And they're like, can you take us? Then you know where we're going? And he just starts grabbing my luggage and throwing it around. So like 6 of us haul in this little car. Now look, I'm not happy. Then I'm noticing Tyler's trying to tell him where we're going, and the dude don't have a clue. Right? Now, the whole time, Tyler's comfortable. He's got it under control. I'm the senior. I'm the father. I'm the head. I should be the comfortable one. But I'm not. He takes us down some alleys. No, I'm not joking. He took us down alleys I didn't even hang out in back in my crazy days. He took us down crazy alleys. He took us. There wasn't even roads. We just went over gravel and it was crazy. But we got to the destination. Are you hearing me? But I had to learn just to trust.
Wow. Woo.
And if I'd have shut my mouth at the beginning, I wouldn't have root the beginning for everybody else. So what I'm getting at is God's got something. He's got a cruise. If you need a cruise. No, I'm joking. But God's got something good for you. But the problem is you're having issues of just letting go and going to the unknown. Because in your mindset, you need to figure it out. In your mindset, you need to see how God's going to handle it. In your mindset, you got to see the puzzle. You got to have every piece. But we're at a spot, Resonate Church, where God says, I'm not going to piece it together for you no more. I got blessings on the other side.
Yeah.
And I just need you to go. Some of you want your birds fixed. God says, just go.
Come on.
You want a new lifestyle and been waiting on a man of God. God says, just go. Some of you been wanting to know what the church is going to do. God says, we're fixing to go. You just got to trust it. It ain't going to look normal. It ain't always going to be a packed house. But I'm winning souls through you.
Come on.
But you just got to go.
Gotta go.
Isn't that crazy? That's nuts. So if God's telling you to go, go.
Gotta go.
Now how many of you believe that's uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Huh? It's nerve-wracking. It's panicking. Hello? But he tells us if you go, I'm going to bless you. Now am I going to bless you? I'm going to bless all that are around you. You all agree on that?
Yes.
Can I prove it? You ready?
Go ahead.
Pastor wasn't a blessing to nobody at the beginning of this trip. Tyler was a blessing to everybody. Why? Tyler didn't panic about the unknown.
Wow. Incredible. That is awesome.
Abraham was like this. I don't know where. I did correction. I thought I figured this. Can you see where we're going? What direction? Hello?
Yeah.
He went. You ready? Because unknown or not, he knew that he had to stay in God's presence.
Excellent.
The reason sometimes you're not in the presence is because God's a little bit ahead of you.
Right.
You need to go. You need to come home. And they're like, I can't do it. And I was like, look, I'm 3 foot in front of you. We just got to go. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yes.
Just go.
Just go.
Just just
Go.
following God. Listen. A true disciple follows God, and he don't know where he's going.
Absolutely.
And you're okay with it.
Yes, come on.
Oh, come on, somebody. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I have struggled for 2 months. We all know this. It's obvious. You can see it. Your pastor, I'm starting to act normal now. Come on. Right? I'll be honest with you. I'm sitting there. I don't know what it is. They think I got chronic nerve disease and my limbs are falling apart. And I watched something stupid the other day that's supposed to help me. It didn't do nothing but scare me to death that they're going to cut my legs off. But anyway, hello. And I got to crying and God says, I never said you were losing your legs. And I'm like, God, I don't understand. God says, just go. But my God, it ain't growing, it ain't doing this. And I can see the disappointment in people say, I don't care, just go.
Just go.
And then every Thursday or Friday, I get these reports we're reaching 1 million people.
Right.
And I'm worried about what's in the blue seats. We're reaching 1 million people every Thursday night.
Come on now.
It's the place that you can't see is where God wants you to go.
Yes.
Come on. Now think about this. Now that once Abraham's gone, right, everything, he gone.
He gone.
Come on, have fun with me. I've been turning you up, now have some fun. Let me get to heaven anyway, so you better start repenting. Listen. Now that he's going, there's a second part to this. There's 5 lessons. God's calling to salvation and his commission into a mission are one and the same.
Absolutely.
They're the same.
Yeah.
There's a misconcept between some of us. That you get a calling to be God's child at one point, and later he tells you the mission.
Right.
No. You're designed for the unknown.
Yes, come on.
You don't get saved, and he sees how you grow, he sees how strong you are, then he gives you a mission. He don't do that. He designed you in a secret place in the heaven for the mission. He puts you here on earth, and he needs you to follow his mission. He needs you to go. To the unknown. Oh,
come on.
Think about that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think we missed our calling. We missed our time. It's not so. It can't be missed when God is time.
Right.
Ain't that awesome?
Yes.
Yep. The 2 calls are always the same. I'm going to give you a lot of examples of this. The 2 calls are, the 2 calls are always the same. God called Abraham with a purpose. What was that purpose? To bless others.
Yes.
Hello? But he had to go to bless others.
That's right.
And I hear you. He said, when you go, I'll bless you so you can bless others.
Yes.
But if you don't go, you can't fulfill my purpose.
Right.
Some of you need to realize God's got you ready to go somewhere else on the level you've been praying on, but you're hanging on to your seat and you're not going. And God says, I can't bless you, and I can't bless your family, I can't bless your job, I can't bless your farm, I can't bless what you have.
Come on.
You go. Come on.
Amen.
Just
Moses.
Yeah.
God called Moses by sending him to Pharaoh. Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
Baby born, put in a basket.
The basket.
That proves you were made to do one purpose.
Woo!
He was chosen just to talk to Pharaoh.
Right.
And he's the one that told Pharaoh, let God's people
Go.
Oh, now you get it. Let God's people
Go.
They're bugging you. You're not happy with them. God wants them over here so we can get blessed.
Yes.
If you want to be blessed, Pharaoh, let us
Go. Let them go.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I said that's powerful.
Powerful.
Means we got to do some stuff that we're not comfortable with.
Right.
That's right.
But we got to
Go.
grow. That's powerful. Let's look at another one. You ready? I'm going to say Peter. Peter. We think he was called to build the church. No. It was just a piece of it.
Right.
You want to know what he was told? You find this in Matthew 4:19, so you can't second guess me. There we go. Peter, God called Peter by telling him he would be what? Fisherman of
Men.
Can we tell you what that's going to be?
Go ahead.
You're going to be blessings to others.
That's right.
You're going to go find them that are lost and fish them out of that mess they're in.
Woo!
spiritual tornado.
Yes, he is. Come on.
He's wrecking everything that you're comfortable with.
Oh, yeah.
Walking the dog. Come on.
That's right.
He's wrecking everything that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
It ain't that the merge is over. You just didn't get far enough for God to keep the merge going where He wants you to be.
Woo.
Hey, shut up! He's just trying to get you to realize that what you want's over there.
Yes.
You just got to go to the unknown.
Yes.
The unknown.
So, Pastor, that sounds good, but I'm scared. You're not the only one, Buttercup.
That's right.
If you wasn't scared, it wouldn't be no fun.
Come on.
Oh, come on, somebody. And you know what I'm talking about? You people that like to ride them crazy roller coasters that turn you up. That's just crazy. You guys have a crazy life, and I've done some nutty stuff, but you won't find me on a roller coaster. You guys can. I'll do anything for that girl. I mean, anything. I'm not joking. I'll do anything. You can ask Carmen.
Except for roller
I'll give Carmen's new car away to her. I'll give it all to her. But she ain't get me on a roller coaster. Have I ever rode a roller coaster for you, McKenna? No. You want to know why? Because I ain't meant to be a bat and I ain't supposed to be upside down. Come on, son. Listen, I don't ride them. You want to know why I don't like that feeling? No. I never liked being sick. That ain't cool. Turn, twist it. Right? Some of you like that. Do you like that? Yes. Okay, then why are you afraid of going for God? He's going to give you belly aches. He's going to turn you upside down. He's going to make your stomach feel like it's up here while you're dead. Come on, somebody.
Something like a pancake. Come on.
But if you like that roller coaster, why don't you enjoy the spiritual roller coaster that God's got you on?
Yes. Come on.
Why ain't you happy when He turns you upside down and empties your pockets and then picks you back up right just to fill them again?
Yes. Come on.
Think about that.
Woo.
Huh? This is awesome.
It is
I
awesome.
want you to get this. I want you to get this. All night, this is the only way I can come up with this. God will never pull you out of something without hurling you out of it.
Absolutely. That's good. That's good.
You're not catching me. This is you. Can you see you? This is mess. This is chaos. Right? Hello? Uh-huh. God don't do this. Want to know why? You'll slip right back into it.
That's good.
He don't. That's why sometimes we'd say, we wish he'd go back the way it used to be. Here's my pet peeve of all pet peeves of great. I wish we'd go back to the way back in the 60s where God did it. I don't want to go back to the way it was. Apparently it wasn't as good as you thought. We wouldn't be the mess we're in.
Woo!
So what happens is, God's like, you know what, Abraham? Go here, but I need you to go there. He hurls you. He'll just pull you out and set you right back so you can think about going back. He don't pull you out and set you right on it so you can ponder on it. He don't set you right back for it to be a temptation. When God pulls you out, He throws you.
Yes.
He hurls you somewhere else. He said, hey, Abraham, everything's good here, right? Good. You're going over here. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You got to trust where God throws you, and you got to trust that you're going to land right.
There you go.
Sometimes you got to do the other road. Come on, somebody. But you got to understand when God says, some of you don't disagree. When Jesus went and cast the devils out of Legion.
Come on now.
He just didn't clean. The Bible says that when God got done with him, he was a new being. He looked different. Somehow he got close. Somehow he wasn't naked no more.
Right.
And then he says, can I follow you? Jesus said, no. I'm hurling you over there.
This is good.
Something great over there.
Yes.
They all know you were legion. And I'm sending you over here so you can be a blessing to them. That they realize no matter how possessed they can be, I can deliver. I'll give you another one. The woman at the well, who was a prostitute, been married, come on, and hanging out with someone that wasn't her husband. We know the story, right? God talks to her. What's he do? I'm taking you out, being a prostitute. I'm hurling you into town. It's the first recorded revival. Woo! One prostitute that half the town slept with. Come on. The town comes back to see Jesus. But she had to be comfortable going to a new identity.
Yes.
She had to be comfortable going to the unknown. Now,
right.
You're going to say, well, that's unknown. sleepeth to get money,
Mm-hmm.
and had to be able to swallow her pride and walk up to him as a woman of God and say, I'm not here for what you think.
Come on.
I'll tell you about a man named Jesus. I know you look at me like a piece of meat, but I'm not a piece of meat in Jesus.
Woo!
He heralds you to where you're supposed to be. You don't hear me? Don't think so? Jonah.
Ooh, Jonah. Come on, Jonah.
Come on, somebody. I'm preaching really good for no more amens. Jonah was supposed to go one place. Did he go?
Nope.
And God's like, I'm going to get you to where I know. I'm going to put you in the belly of the fish. Well, that's got to be weird. Come on, somebody.
Woo.
And then guess what? Jonah's in the well, right?
Yep.
He don't know where the well's taking him.
Good point.
But when he gets where he's supposed to be, what's God do? Picks him out.
Mm-hmm.
See, some of you don't realize God's trying to hurl you somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what's good about being hurled? You want to listen to me?
Yeah.
You want to know what's good about God throwing you somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus, preach hard. You ready? Because if we walked, we run into everything.
Oh.
Probably every addiction, probably every bad memory, probably everything that you've been. That's probably why. Oh, Jesus, don't make me get it. That's probably why you ain't living nowhere, because you can't get past the past. And God's like, I'm trying to get you over there. And you're like, I can't walk, God. I'll go up my pace, God. And you're like, trip up here. Then you trip here. Oh, where y'all at?
Uh-huh.
You'll trip here. You'll trip there. Am I talking to you?
Uh-huh.
And God's like, I can't do it that way. God's like, if I keep letting you do it your way, you never get past third base. I'm trying to get you home.
Yes.
He be doing this. Steal it. You're like, you don't know what that means, baseball.
Come on.
He's going to throw you. Now listen, when God really moves on you, these things don't become tripping obstacles. The Bible says, God said, I go before you, threshing things, smashing things out of your way.
Yes.
Right? So what God's trying to do to you is, there's an unknown that you're not comfortable with. I'm just going to speak. There's a new setting for your family on the other side. The relationship you've been dreaming of, it's on the other side. Come on, church. What you've been waiting on spiritually, on the other side. Everything that God has for you,
On the other side.
He don't want you walking through it. He wants you to trust it so He can go, yeah, you don't know where you're going? I do. And He does that. That way you won't get caught up on the trippy stuff. In other words, you're born on the creepy things. That's what He's teaching us here. We all talk about Abraham, Father Abraham, how great he was. You want to know why he was great?
What?
He went to the unknown.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what's keeping you from being great? You won't go to the unknown. Are you hearing me? Hello? The third thing he teaches us is that you are blessed to be a blessing.
Woo!
You don't restrict your money. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. You got any? You didn't get it because God wanted you to have it all. I promise you. Listen, think about this. You got to be a channel for God.
Got to.
Don't say channel.
Channel.
You got to be a channel for God. So in other words, when He picks you somewhere, you're that channel for Him to talk to somebody. You're
Right.
that channel for someone to know who Jesus is. Oh, come on. They're not going to read the Bible. There's 1,700 different versions of it. They don't even know which one to read no more. The church can't. You know that's different shit. But the only Bible they're going to read is going to be you. Now, can I ask you something? You all act like sinners. I'm going to say that now. So you all, right? And if you come to me, and if I was wishy-washy to some of you, oh, Jesus, I can't afford it. Listen, you'd be like, I don't trust him because he's tripping here. He's tripping here. He's tripping there. Why would I want to go to church? I see how he acts. He trips over stuff. He breaks stuff. He throws stuff over. How can he lead me to Jesus when he's like a bull in a china closet?
Woo!
You hear me?
That's powerful.
You want your family saved? You get saved.
Yep.
Oh, that's too close. I get it. I understand. But what I'm saying is, there are times that time because you ain't happy at work.
Woo, my
You
Lord.
do this all the time. Then you go, but I go every Sunday. Great, you go every Sunday, but that's the only time you talk to God.
Help us, Lord.
The reason they're not coming is because you're not showing them nothing worth coming for.
Yeah.
You're not showing them that God is blessing you. Why do they want to come to their church that God ain't blessing? You all got quiet.
This is good stuff. Come on.
So what happens is, we can't be the one. You can't be a blessing if you're just tearing up stuff. Because I'm not tearing up nothing.
Very good point. Come on.
You got to be this way. Hey, how you doing? Well, yeah. I hear you. Oh, be all right. It ain't that bad. What are you doing? I'm just picking this up. I want to bless you. Let me help you pick up your struggle. That's what Scripture says when it says, "Sure, one another's burdens, they don't be gossiping."
Right.
Let me help you out. Well, my life's out of order. Let me help you out. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to be here for you. You following this?
This is good.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Everything's falling apart. We don't make it. They don't care. They don't blah, blah, blah. I hear you, baby. You know what? Not only do I hear you, but God hears you. Come on. No, you're all right. You're okay. Oh, but Mom, you're such a blessing. Oh, I know. Let me get you back to work. Let me think you're right.
This is good.
John 3:17, for God sent his Son not to keep the end of the world, but through him they might be saved. Can I give you an example? When God saved you, he didn't browbeat you about everything that was wrong.
Right.
He just saved you.
Yes.
He just loved you.
Yes.
He just picked you up. All you got to do is trust God. You got to trust the unknown. And when you start being a blessing, I don't know about you. Most of the time your kids don't, when they're talking to you, they don't really want your opinion anyway. They just want to be heard. Can we really be real? Spouses are the same way. They just need to know that you support them. That you're going to uplift them. Hello? That's why later on in life they'll call you and say, "Hey, Mom, Dad, can you pray over this?" Hello? My dad used to tell me, my brother Mike used to call me all the time, "Hey, Dad, did you pray this?" My dad told me one day he got tired of it. And I got tickled, I started laughing. And Dad goes, "I don't know why you're laughing, I'm tired of you asking me too." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You and your brother. All the time. Asking me, but pray to God, why did you? Why don't you just trust him? I don't think I want to be. I'm undone. No. He knows she wants to sweet home. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's there. Be a blessing. Hello?
Be a blessing.
Be a blessing. Think about this. Abraham couldn't be a blessing if he did not
Go.
go. You're at a level right now that you can't be a blessing to your family. 2 reasons. They're not close to God. You act like it, but you're not. The other reason is you're stuck in the past.
Yeah.
You want God to heal relationships. You want God to heal finances. You want God to do everything for you, but none for his kingdom. And God's like, "I can't bless you no more until you get out of that state. I can't bless you no more until you just go." That's who we are. We were made, we are blessed to be a blessing.
That's right.
A blessing. Are you hearing me? If God gives you wisdom, share it. Hello? Come on. He gives you some money, you can help someone out. Bless them.
Yeah.
If you're just a shoulder for someone to cry on, bless them.
Yeah.
But you won't get the blessings you want and your family needs unless you go to the
No.
The fourth one is this. And this is going to hurt. To become a blessing, you got to take your hands off everything and let God have total control.
Right.
I mean everything. You got to take your hands off your relationships, finances, finances, work. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
To become a blessing, you got to take your grip on things.
Absolutely.
Because I ain't gripping that. Then why ain't you moving forward? Because you're hanging on to something.
Absolutely.
Why ain't God totally blessed you? Because you're hanging on to the past.
Right.
Why ain't He moved you forward? Because you can't get over what happened.
Yes.
Come on. See, God did not call Abraham through minor changes. Now, I want you to get this. He called him to new basis of life.
Right. That's right.
You all hear me? He called him, he just didn't move him to have a different view. He didn't just move him just to get him out of something. But when God's trying to get you to go somewhere new, what He's doing is He is trying to give you a new basis of life, a new outlook. And you're going to say, explain that. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Where Abraham was raised, he knew where all the water was. He knew the best fields. He knew the season when to feed them. He knew this was more green when this one is. He knew what path to walk. He knew where, if you want to go fishing, he knew where to go fishing. Come on, somebody. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But God says, you know what? I'm going to send you somewhere that you got to learn a whole new lifestyle. And I don't agree with that. When Jesus saved you, He didn't leave you being a sinner. He told you got to have a new lifestyle.
Yes.
And it don't stop after you get saved. He sticks you here for a moment, and then it's like new shoes. Everybody, my wife likes new shoes. It's like shoes. Remember when your kids, you couldn't buy shoes fast enough for your kids?
Yeah.
You ever had that problem?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Right? Well, what God's trying to do is, what He's trying to tell you is, you've outgrown where you are. You ever had small shoes on? Anybody?
Yeah.
When you walk, what's it do? Uncomfortable? Miserable?
Uh-huh.
Right? So what's happened is God's gave you a blessing, a new shoe.
Yeah.
And you've used that shoe for years. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
And you've been walking around with what God gave you 20 years ago. 10 years ago, whatever. And you've been walking around with it. Now when you first got it, it was great. Oh, this is great. Oh, God's so good. What's happened is you're beginning to grow spiritually now. Y'all with me? Yeah. And you're growing spiritually. And now what's happening is the shoes that He gave you at the beginning, now they hurt your feet. And you're thinking, oh, God ain't using me, or I can't feel Him. Or why am I going through this struggle? Or why does it hurt so bad? Because it's the wrong size. You hear me?
Yeah.
And what God's doing is, trust me, go to the unknown. So in other words, what He's saying is, trust me, I got new shoes for you.
Woo!
You're hurting here because you don't belong here.
Yeah.
You're struggling there because you don't belong there.
Come on.
Yeah, it was good up to this point, but this is where you go to a new place. This is where you go to a new level.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make them shoes tighter and tighter until you run.
Yeah.
What happens? Abraham realizes his shoes are too tight and he just goes.
Yeah.
And when he gets over here, he's not Abram no more. He's Abraham, the father of all nations. Father Abraham. I mean, he said, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what you're struggling about, and what you're going through, is God trying to tell you, I wrote this down 17 different ways, y'all. You got to get this. Is that you're outgrown where you are spiritually.
Uh-huh.
And it's time for something new.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
You've been praying for something to move, but at the level you are, you don't have enough faith to make it move yet. Go.
Let's go.
Just
Yeah.
go. See, when God moves you, you ready?
Yeah.
When He moves you, He He's changing you to a new basis of life. No longer will you find security in everything else that you used to find security in.
Right.
No longer will you be hanging on to that what do you call them blankets? The blankets that babies don't ever let go of? Yeah, drop it. Burn it. Get rid of it.
Come on.
I don't have a blanket, I got a teddy bear. Burn it.
Right.
Drop it. Because you're hanging on to something that's not keeping you where God wants you to go.
Woo!
Right, come on.
Yeah, maybe they did something, but you've done the same thing. Get over it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
God, I'm comfortable here. It's small. And God's like, I didn't put you somewhere where you couldn't bring more people to me just because you're uncomfortable in a crowd. Go.
Let's go.
Do it.
Yeah.
Drop your security blankets. Drop your teddy bear. Drop it and
Go.
He's going to move you to a spot that what you're used to is uncomfortable now. You won't want it. Oh, something.
Yeah.
You don't want it because he wants you to trust him enough that he's your security blanket.
Yeah.
Man, I understand. I get it more than most. Trust me. I've been doing radical stuff. God told me to take an empty church. Took it. You know how many people told me not to sue? Hello.
Yeah.
Come on. We got offers of stuff that people dream of. And God said, that ain't yours. You're going empty. Yeah, my ego was like, why am I going empty? Come on, somebody. Huh? And then here, Nelton. Why Nelton? Everyone's like, why are you doing that? You're the next this. I'm like, no. I got to do what I got to do. You just got to go.
Gotta go.
You can't be comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not doing it for the kingdom.
That's right.
You have delayed the building of the kingdom of God if you're comfortable.
That's right.
In other words, I said like this. He gave you an assignment to lay so many bricks.
Mm-hmm.
You got 10 bricks to lay, but you stopped at 4. Because they're getting heavy. Oh, come on.
That's good.
It's about the kingdom's not about you. Listen, here's another one. Are you ready? You'll no longer be doing things for your life, but you'll start doing things for God's life. You'll be doing it for the kingdom.
Yes.
That's the whole key. That's the kingdom. Here's your last one. You all with me?
Yeah.
To become a blessing, you're going to have to start believing in the impossible.
That's right.
And that's what he's doing here. He's making this where it looks like it's impossible to do what we're fixing to do. In your life, there's messes that you're in, right? Say yes.
Right. Yep.
That you don't think you can get out of. That you don't think will ever change, right?
Right.
You're supposed to go through the unknown. That means you're supposed to believe in the impossible. I believe in the impossible. I don't know how I'm going to get out of it, but God's telling me to go. I don't know how. I don't care how. I'm just going.
Yeah.
To be a blessing, you've got to believe in the impossible.
Yeah.
Can we prove it through Abraham? He had to believe that God had him a place, a land, water. He had to believe. Couldn't see it. But Abraham believed it. You agree?
Yeah.
He believed it. He was okay with it.
Right.
He believed in the impossible.
Yes, he did.
Some of you, man, this is turning me up. Some of you don't think things will ever change. It will change. It ain't impossible.
Come on.
Come on. Your life don't have to be where it is that you're uncomfortable. You got to believe in the impossible. God's got greater things for you, better things for you. Wow, thank you, Jesus. Let me see that. There's just greatness there. Are you hearing me?
Yes. Come on.
Listen. For you to follow God, you have to believe in the things that you don't think can happen.
Right.
And you can't just believe them. You got to know that God's going to do it.
Yes.
I said you got to believe that God's going to do it. He's going to restore this. He's going to make this new. He's going to revamp this. He's got new things for you. More this and this. But you got to go to the
No.
You've got to. You've got to. Well, this is how I mean. I want you to get this. This is throughout the Bible. We miss it because we don't read. Most don't study the original translation. There's a word in the Bible it's spelled K-A-I-R-O-S. Karust. And these moments that you're reading right now, that's what the Bible calls them. And those might be what God calls them. Karust. Moments. Moments. We call them chaos, and we call them a mistake.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
We call them a struggle. Right?
Right.
But God calls them rest. In other words, they're special moments. Hello?
That's good.
Instead of looking at everything bad that you're going through or what you went through, stop. Stop. Realize, God, that chaos happened. Hello?
Yes.
Yell out. You want to know why? Because there's another opportunity right down the road.
Absolutely.
Because you didn't realize there were struggles and there wasn't what you thought was there. God's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a chaotic moment. It's going to make you move. Trust. If you study that in the original translation, it's special moments of opportunity.
That's good.
Been struggling?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Started out struggling in one area, now you're struggling everywhere? Don't panic. Don't be afraid. Don't hear me?
Yeah.
It's your caress moment. It's your moment of opportunity. It's that moment that God's been waiting for that you really totally rely on Him. It's that moment that God sends you to the unknown. And that world that you're used to begins to change and you're living by blessing and getting enough of this, everybody.
Absolutely.
Caress. Powerful moments. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
I did it this way. God gives you caress moments or opportunity. You ready? Yeah. Moments of opportunity so you can tear this world of sin up.
Right. That's good.
So you can tear up the poverty. So you can, come on. He gives you these moments. C.S. Lewis, you guys know him? Yeah. C.S. Lewis says this. Many a man's heart into this world. In other words, he said, I'm going to take what you're needed to, what you think you got to have in this world, I'm going to show you over here that it's nothing. That this is better. That this is stronger. That this is where you become a blessing. This is where I can bless you so you can bless everybody. Yeah. But you got to go to the other one.
Yeah.
Rest moments. Moments of sacrifice to try to transfer alliances with the kingdom of God. That's what that really is. That's deep. We won't get into it. It's movements. You could be the key movement that God needs you over there that can set the fire for everyone else. Right. You can say, we're not linked together. It don't matter. Are you not saved by the same God?
Yeah. Right.
Are you not saved by the same God?
Yeah.
Is He not in you?
Come on.
Is He not in them?
Yeah.
That ain't about you, Buttercup. So if you're not where God needs you because you're afraid, there's someone that's not reaping the blessings that you're supposed to help them get where they need to be.
Yes.
You're letting them struggle because you refuse to go easy. That's what He's about. So I got one question for you. This is how we close. It's done. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Will you really trust God to go?
Good question.
Will you trust in God and just go? Will you realize and trust Him enough that He has everything that I want you to get, everything you've been seeking, everything that you've been seeking, asking for, is over there. Yeah. Not where you are. I'll bring it down this way. Some of the spiritual blessings or gifts or desires that you have, God can't give you here. It don't fit here. Right. It fits there. Right. Abraham could not be the father of every nation in the same place. He had to go across the nation to be able to be a father of every nation. Right. Yeah. He had to be able to, he had to be able to travel. He had to be able to go where he didn't even know where he was going, people.
Right.
This man did not
Absolutely.
And God's like, you know what? You followed me to nowhere. Let's see what you do with Isaac. You know, we all the time ask, how can Abraham do that, right? You've all thought that, right? Yeah. Don't we tell you how Abraham did it? Abraham left once without knowing where he was going. Yeah. And God provided every time. God provided every way. Hello, somebody. Yeah. He gave him the proper place to set the tents.
Yes.
He gave him the proper place to have the camp. He let him stay there just as long as he's supposed to stay and go to the next one.
Absolutely.
Go to the next one. You know what's cool about this story that we never think about? No, it's not even written in the way. You ever think about why God sent him to the unknown? Because there was someone waiting for him that was lost. And if they're lost, there's no way to find them.
Right.
Abraham goes here, camps for 2 days, talks to him, tells him about God, and he goes over here, camps for maybe one night. Some people come walking through. Who are you? I'm Abraham. What are you doing here? God told me to go. Yeah. What do you mean God told you to go? God told me to go. Where are you going? No. What do you think this is about? I think God put me here tonight just for you. Let me bless you. What do you mean? I don't believe in your God. Let me feed you. Want some food? You hungry? You need some water?
That's good. Hi, everyone. I'm Cornbread Heineken, the Dean of Arkansas Sportscasters and host of Resonate Self. I want to say a special thank you for resonating to amplify Jesus with us here today. No matter where you are, if you're joining us live here at Resonate Church, whether you're joining us nationwide courtesy of your local syndicated television stations across the country, or if you're joining us internationally and globally courtesy of our YouTube simulcast. Thanks so much for resonating Jesus with us. Now, you're asking and you're saying, Cornbread, resonate. No, you guys always bless us. But we want to turn around and bless you through the act of worship called giving. How do we do it? Glad you asked. We have multiple ways, 4 in particular, on which you can resonate your giving. Check it out. Number 1, join us live and in person here at Resonate Church at our brand new location, 3702 East Highland Drive. It is directly across the street from All-Star Music in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Sundays, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Wednesday nights at 6:30, and we do keep in mind, things scheduled subject to change. Option number 2, online. That's a little tidily thing right there. Use the term Resonate Church AR. That's right, everything right there on the screen. Resonate Church AR if you want to resonate your giving online. Just follow the directions, and you can do that safely and securely. Option 3, the cell phone. Look, we all got one. Might as well use it, shall we? Want to resonate your giving using your cell phone? All you gotta do, text the word give to that number right there on your screen. Safe, fast, secure, easy, simple to do. Option 4, mailing. If you want to mail your contributions to us, courtesy of a check or money order, please make all checks and money orders payable to Resonate Church and send it to the address on your screen. Once again, you want to resonate your giving courtesy of a mailing option. Send your check or money order. Make all checks and money orders payable to Resonate Church and send it to that address on your screen. And those are the ways you can resonate your giving. And remember, show love, give peace, and say Jesus. Hey, what up, man?
What's up, buddy?
How are you, bro?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Oh my goodness. Woo. Man, just came out of wrestling, man. You know it's all good, man. Woo. Instead of us talking about it, hey, why don't you come join us?
Sundays, 10 a.m. Come join us.
Woo! Sunday night's scheduled to change.
Wednesday,
6:30, it's on.
Our women's ministry is strong and rooted.
Our men's ministry has a solid rock foundation.
All the kids can have so much fun. So can you.
Our church is a great family church.
And your family will love it too. Come join us at Resonate.
Show love.
Give peace.
Resonate Jesus. As That's awesome, Pastor. Very awesome. Woo! I don't think we can ring in the new year any better than that. Appreciate you. Thank you for that one. Yeah, folks. Welcome to the unknown 2024. You know, y'all know that I host a pro wrestling show called MCW Defiance, and it airs on Saturday mornings. And of course, before Wrestling Night Sound premiered last night, we did MCW Defiance show to close out the year. And y'all know I'm a big time hardcore wrestling guy. Not just an announcer, a fan. Not a mark, a fan. And there's a company in California called PCW Ultra, or no, Pacific Coast Wrestling. They rebranded as PCW Ultra, and they had a theme song to their Mutiny broadcast. It's called Into the Unknown. And one of the pre-chorus to the chorus of that lines is breathe in, breathe out. We're standing on the outside. Yeah, we're standing on the edge now. This is the moment that we came for. This is the moment that we love. We just want to know, we just want to go into the unknown. Yeah, and I just plucked that band. Trust me. And so, you know what? Tonight's message went right along with that song. I'm gonna say that again, and let this be your prayer to God. God, help us to breathe in, help us to breathe out. Because God, we're standing on the edge now. God, this is the moment that we came for. God, this is the moment that we love. God, if it's us following you and we want to follow you, God, help us to follow you, because we just want to know, we just want to go into the unknown. Let that be your prayer this year. Because for Wrestling, yeah, other than this right here, and what you saw back on Thanksgiving, I'm like, God, help us to realize that all the negative stuff, God, we done gave it to you, you done nailed it on the cross, and we're dead to it. Because going into the unknown means being alive to some elements in the abundant life that you, bottom line, have never experienced or never seen before. But it's always good. See right here? Always a good thing. It never hurts to go into something, into the unknown. Because it means that you're not in the way of God taking over. See, any follower of God loves and wants to go to the unknown. They don't want to know what's going on in this area. They want to go to the unknown, because in the unknown, if God is inside of it, God has something way super spectacular. That bottom line you won't know about, and I don't know about. And the best part is, I'm glad I don't know about it, because I don't want to screw it up. This year, 2024, not only the year of transition, because of course we're on television, and this is year of transition for a lot of programs, even including this one. Because that's where negotiations and all of that, renegotiations and TV, sports programs, sign new contracts, sign new deals. All that happens this year. But you don't have to worry about your boys at Resonate the Sound. We're here for life. And you know the best part is? It's the unknown that we're going into that's going to help produce an endless amount of kingdom work that in turn will be the spiritual deal that ends up winning soul after soul after soul after soul after soul for Jesus. Want my advice? Trust God and chill. Don't be in a rush just to try to get to people by God. They're gonna get to God because of the life that you live. Breathe in. I'm gonna end it with this. Breathe in, breathe out. We're standing on the edge now. This is the moment, and like I said, let this be your prayer this year. God, this is the moment that we came for. And for us disciples, I ain't gonna talk about the Christians. I'm just gonna go straight to disciples. Because bottom line, if you're a Christian, you need to upgrade your policy, upgrade your plan to discipleship. Because there's so much more good stuff when you're a disciple than when you are a Christian. Us as disciples, let this be our prayer. God, we breathe you in. We breathe you out. We're standing on the edge now. This is the moment that we came for. And for Resonate Church, let me talk to any and every member of Resonate Church. This is the moment that we came for. This is the moment that we love. We just want to know. We just want to go into the unknown. We are standing on the edge now. We're standing on the purpose of greatness. And on the precipice of greatness. Help us to breathe you in and breathe you out. And God, we're right here on the edge, right here, right now. Because this is the moment we came for. Yeah, so what? It's on a repeatable cycle. But we need for you to get this. If you're going to have a prosperous 2024 and beyond, get this through. This is the moment that we came for. This is the moment that we love. God, we just want to know. We just want to go into the unknown. Hey, Resonate Church, let me talk to you right here. Y'all ready to go into the unknown? I am. I know Pastor Pam, I know our staff is. Resonate Church, are y'all ready to go into the unknown? Hey, Resonate Nation, y'all a part of us, y'all family. Are y'all ready to go to the unknown? Syndicated Media Television Partners Group out of Toledo, Ohio, who distributes this program. Are y'all ready to go into the unknown? I know I am. It's gonna be great. Join us, will you? God, thank you so much for listening yourself to us. Thank you at home for watching. Hey, and there ain't no service like a live wrestling service because a live wrestling service don't stop. Watch the Jubilee left out. Join us live, Resonate Church. Info right here on the screen. Plus, 4 ways to resonate. You give it, take advantage of it, will you? ResonateChurch.com is the other option. And for pictures, news, scoops, views, info, so much more. Facebook.com/Resonate Church Jonesboro. And you watch this program on our YouTube simulcast. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, then ring that bell. Ding, ding, ding. That way you ain't miss anything. Oh yeah. Told you, shirts like this and all will be available soon. We are dropping them in the year 2024. And guess what? If you happen to travel to Jonesboro, Arkansas, please travel. And while you're here, stop by Rest Day Church. Enjoy all God's awesome goodness with our whole entire crew. And if you love one of these shirts, only one place to find it, right here. Appreciate you watching. And for everyone at Rest Day Church, and for everyone at Syndicated Media Television Partners Group, I'm Chris Heineken. We say to you, show love, give peace, you know it. Resonate Jesus. Folks, we will see you this Thursday night, the very first Thursday night of the new year. Join us where you're. Good night, Canada. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year, and thanks for watching.
Neither death nor grave. Stop our God, stop our God. We'll sing this.